Okay, so we're back on the Ford again today. We're having issues with the taillights. I got no taillights, no marker lights in the back at all. I do have marker lights in the front, just not in the back. So I'm going to be doing a diagnostic to try to figure that out. But as I was rolling around underneath, just kind of doing a general look over the truck, I did notice that one of the grounding straps from the body to the frame is missing. It was all corroded off. So before I go and do a whole bunch of, chasing wires and that around, I'm going to replace that, and hopefully that solves the problem. If not, then I'll start an actual electrical diagnostic. So bring you along with me here. Take a look at what we got under here. So, not sure how well you'll see it. So the strap is supposed to run from here to there. You can see it's kind of corroded a little bit around there. A little bit of corrosion. I can see just the tip of the strap there. There was more there. It was kind of all green. Hung out to about here, it was all green and corroded. When I touched it, it just crumbled into dust. So I'm not even going to try to get those bolts out where they had it. I'm just going to use another hole. Put my own bolt in, and there's another hole right there. So I'm going to grind those down, clean them up with the die grinder. I'm going to clean up the spot here where I'm going to put the other end of the strap on the frame. And then we'll put the strap on and we'll see where that goes. I'm not going to bother boring you with watching me grind that down. We'll just come back after I'm done the grinding. Alright, as you can see, I've got the spots ground off. Here and there. I put the new grounding strap in. I just used a couple of new holes, like I said. So let's go and see if that helped. Okay, let's come around the truck here. And let's turn on the headlights. Well, at least the marker lights anyway. Okay, so these lights I already had. Marker lights here and the marker lights up top. That one was blown. I put the new bulb in it. Unfortunately, I lost the cover when we were getting it towed here. And let's go see if we have tail lights yet. Hey, we have tail lights. So there we go. It just saved me hours of trying to chase wires around. So, they're not that bright, but I do have tail lights. So there's better than I had before. I got one marker light here for the plate. The other one's burnt out, but that's not a big deal. So now I want to see. I had really dim signals. So now I want to see if that helped with the signals at all. Left signal, still got a fast flash. I do have a signal, but it's still not very bright. So that ground helped one thing. Oh yeah, see, look, I got both are flashing. And that's flashing too, so the ground helped me get tail lights. Hey, welcome back. So we're still on the Ford. We're still working on the rear tail light issue. So as you can see, this is my left signal I have on right now. Very dim, barely blinking. But see, look here, my right signal is also flashing, along with my plate light. I don't think that's normal. But anyway, so now what we're going to do is, earlier I changed the frame to body ground strap under the passenger side of the truck. I'll show you really quick what I did there. I don't know if you'll see it or not, but there's a new ground strap right over there. That solved the problem of not having taillights. But now I have the problem of everything flashing back here. Everything at the front is fine, so I'm going to assume the problem is here in the rear somewhere. So I got a lot of stuff to check. I got all these could be in the trailer wiring here. There's two sets of trailer wiring. I got this one here, which is for the fifth wheel, or camper, whichever. And then I have another one down here, which is just for the trailer. They're all connected together, so got a lot of wiring to check. This truck's been sitting a while, so I'm sure it's a rust connection somewhere. But so first thing we're going to do is take off these taillights. Let's go turn the truck off first. I'll turn the signal off anyway. Okay, so let's pop these taillights off. So to do that, you need a 8mm socket for here and here. There's these two bolts here, and then once you get them out, you just grab this and pull, and it should pop out. So I'll get one done, and then I'll show you how that works. Okay. Let's take out these two screws off. These are going to be pretty rusty in the older trucks, so be careful when you undo them. Just don't use too much torque. I recommend like a small 1/4 inch rod ratchet, but I'm going to be risky and take it out with a power tool. Oh, there we go. Okay, and then there's two grommets here and here. Get your finger in there and pull, and they should pop out. There we go. Now they're not all going to be that easy, but this one was. The other side's probably not going to be, but because that's just my luck. Anyway, so we have that out. Let's do the other one and see how that side looks. So what I mean by the two grommets is there's like a little grommet right here, another one down here, and then these two little things here, a tab here and a tab here, they both pop into there, and that's what holds it in place. So now that we got this out, let's take a look here. Those are the obvious here. That's your reverse light there, that's your tail light and signal light and brake light. Over on this side, let me see what we have here. Oh, okay. So as you can see, somebody's been in here before, because that's broken off. And we got electrical tape here, which is not supposed to be there. This one looks like it may have also been tampered with, but let's find out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug these so that I don't have the weight of the tail light lens on the cable. So to do that, you just grab it, turn it to your left, and there you go, it unclicks. Again there, and then we'll move this out of the way so that we're just dealing with the wires. So yeah, as you can see, we definitely have had some tampering in here. So let's pull this apart and see what we can see. So let's take this really bad taping job out of here. Yeah, see, there's my ground wire there, and it's got tape on it too. So I'm thinking somebody clipped this and put either a new pigtail on it, or they probably had it rubbing on this and probably cut the wire and they just did a quick repair. It's my guess. I don't know for sure until I get in there and take it apart. But let's see what we can see here. Yeah, see, it looks like there was some rubbing there, but it's not cut. There's no reason on that wire for there to be tape. Let's see what's under this wire. Okay, I don't see anything under that wire that justifies needing tape. So let's check the ground wire then. Well, that seems to be where the problem we're having anyway is. So let's see what we see under here. Okay, so I'm confused. Why is there tape on there and there's no cuts in any of the wires? Looks like this one's got a little bit of taping on the thing, but nothing cut and nothing that would suggest a problem. Maybe there's something under this here. What do we have here? I don't see anything under there either. So I'm confused to why they had tape on that. There's tape down here, but that's... Okay, so there's nothing really under here either. As you can see, the tape wasn't even holding anything. And this looks like factory tape, but I'm going to take it off anyway and see what's under it. The only reason I say this is like factory tape is just kind of like a furry tape. It's not like your normal electrical tape. And it's on the same spot on the other side as well, which I noticed when we took the lens off. Okay, so I don't see anything anywhere that suggests a background where they had that tape, or even any reason why there should have been tape there. So now it looks like I have to go and chase more wire. Let's see if there's anything down in here below the wire loom. Nope, nothing in there either that's obvious. So I'm going to take this old piece of tape off of here. I wonder if they just had it there to hold it together for some reason, but either way, there's a reason they were in here. I don't know what that reason is yet. Yeah, so there's no... It's a little bit of rubbing there. I don't know, it's just the tiniest bit of casing scraping there, but nothing broken, nothing gone through. No, there's no reason I can see for there to be tape on there. So I'm going to try not to mess around with all this. I'm going to try the lights again anyway to see what happens. Alright, so same problem. I still have lights, but they're still all blinking rather than just the left signal. So now I got to go deeper into this and find out why. The problem I'm having too is that it's happening on both sides. Yeah, see, got my right signal on and my left one is blinking. So I was hoping that mess of tape would be my answer, but it is not. So now I got to keep on looking. So let's keep on looking and see what we find. Okay, so after checking these wires here under the electrical tape that we checked, there was nothing there. I couldn't see anything over here. I did all kinds of testing with the switches and all that. Like, not testing, I just like flicked the switches on and off, hit the brakes to see what was affected by this incident or this issue we're having. Couldn't find anything specific, so started thinking, okay, well, you know what, I'm going to check the electrical wiring, so I did the trailer wiring. So I took the sheath off the wire loom off of the trailer wiring. All the wire looks good, but then when I took this head off, this head has been damaged, and I suspected this might have might be part of the problem. And I pulled it back and looked, and there's all kinds of moisture and rust and stuff in there. So I think what I'm going to do now is I could just unhook this and see if it solves the problem, but I want this replaced anyway, so I'm going to buy a new one. I'm going to replace this and then see if that solves the problem. In the meantime, I'm going to spray it down with some electrical cleaner, get it all nice and clean and dry in there again. I've got to clean those wires up anyway when I put the new one in, so I'll do that now. And then, yeah, so I'll get a new part and then we'll come back. Okay, so I got the part in here for replacing the trailer wire connections here to see if hopefully that's the problem with my taillight issue. So let's get that changed out and see if that helps. We're back to square one, so I've cut all the bad ends off of this and we're still having the same issue. So we're back to looking for bad ground somewhere, so I guess we'll go underneath and see what we can find. And we're back on the Ford again, on the tail lights. So I'm still having the issue with all the lights flashing whenever I turn the signals on. I've gone through and I've put all the bulbs out, I've cleaned all the sockets out and stuff like that. I've disconnected the trailer wire because on this end, if you remember, was all crushed. So I cut them off and then I kind of isolated them so nothing was ground on each other, or nothing was shorting or grounding on each other. And it was still having an issue. So I just completely unplugged it and eliminated it from the whole system. I checked it, it was still doing it. So then what I did is I went under here, and see if I can get you under here. I don't have the best light, but I will do my best. So if you look up here on the frame, there is this grounding strap right here. Comes out of the main harness. Alright, so that was originally attached right here under that bolt, and well, I used attached lately. So I come down here to look at that because I went and got the wiring diagram for the truck and found out where all the ground points were. And I came down and checked that one, and when I touched it, it just kind of fell right off. So I drilled a new hole here, cleaned it all up, put a little ring on there, and attached it to the frame there. And that, so that's done. I don't see one on this side anywhere. So, but for now I'm going to check to see if that did the trick or not. So that's on the driver's side, on the frame, kind of above this, where the spare tire would go. On the left side frame. So now I want to go and see if that helped. So I got the batteries hooked back up. Come inside here. Where's my key? There's my key there. Alright, so the problem I was having was if I turned either signal on, it didn't matter, everything would flash, including the plate lights, and everything was really dim. The other problem I was having was when I turned on my tail lights, everything would go out. So there's my left signal on. There's my left signal bulb blinking. Let's see if the right one is still blinking. Hey, it is not. Woohoo! I think we may have found the problem. Alright, let's try the other side. Alright, there's the other side, and this one's not blinking. Alright, we made progress. Now the ultimate test. Turn the tail lights on. We have tail lights. Now before, if I hit the signal or the brake or anything, once I hit the tail lights, everything would go out. Hey, we have a flashing light. Alright, so now I'm going to check the brakes. Hey, the brakes work. And the tail light stays on. Alright, I think we found the problem. So, there you go, folks. So if you're having the same problem as me, hopefully that's what it is for you as well, is that. Check that ground strap down there on the frame. Alright, well, thanks for watching this video, and next video I think we're going to do the resistor, the blower motor resistor is going on this. So I think we'll do that next. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.